Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. Tune in, tune in. Y'all in here with me? Sorry about that. Had to get some things squared away. When you get in here, do me a favor. Go comment, like, share. Tell a friend we own. We own. What's up, Mr. Calvin and Mrs. Mookie Love? How y'all doing this morning? I wanted to get on here and talk to y'all a little bit. My apologies for yesterday. We just had to get some things handled. But here we are today. But what I wanted to talk today is about my experience on Sunday. My experience on Sunday. And my experience on Sunday was this, that I was on my way to church and I happened to get behind, put that in there. I happened to get behind somebody. I had my nephews with me, and I happened to get behind somebody, and they driving slow, terribly slow, and I happened to be not in a rush, but in a rush, and I got behind them, and it was just throwing off my schedule, and I'm like, turn, hurry up and turn. Getting agitated a little bit by these people that were on the road or whatever. And so, in light of that experience, got a little revelation. And so, I wanted to talk to y'all about this. No more Sunday drivers. No more Sunday drivers. Have you ever noticed on Sundays? I don't know, it's probably like this every day, but especially on Sundays, people just get out. They get their Sunday cars out and they ride, they cruise. They don't really have a destination. Um, they're just cruising. They're just riding. And then you come along and um, you have a destination. You try to get somewhere, and it seems like they just in your way. They ain't trying to turn it down some. Get your shoes on. Um, they just in the way. Don't really got a destination. Don't really got no purpose for the day. They just on the road, and they don't. They don't care. They don't care. They don't know black. They don't know. You got somewhere to go. No, you don't. They don't know anything about your agenda. They're just driving. Um, but the revelation came to me that you can't afford to have that in your life. You can't afford to have Sunday drivers in your life. You can afford to have that in your life. Hurry up, son. And so I said that I wanted to talk to you about it, because you got to know that you got something to do. I got something to do, so I can't afford just to have people that are in my life or in my situation or in my space that don't have focus on where they're going. Um, One of the people I like listening to, well, I've heard a couple sermons from. What's going on, my guy? What's up, guys? Uh, I heard him say, he said, "You ain't gotta have $1 million to be around me, but you gotta be going after something, you know, and that you know you got something to do. So you know you can't have people around They're just gonna be a Sunday driver, just holding up space, just in the way because you got something to do. You got something to do, and you got to get it done. And just having somebody in front of you or in your way that don't that's not conscious of that, it just does not help you. Like for me, example, that day Sunday, I was just frustrated because I did have something to do. I had to make a run before I went to church, so I needed to make sure that I did that. um, I had to make sure that I did that. And so that's the reason why you can't allow any Sunday drivers around you. People that don't have nothing to do, they can't be around you. Another reason why you can't afford to have Sunday drivers is you got somewhere to go. You're trying to get to something. You gotta predetermine. You got a planned destination. You got somewhere to go. You got somewhere to go, so you can't afford just to be careless or uh, not driven. You can't afford that because you got somewhere to go, you got somewhere to be, you have something to do, and those things need to be accomplished. So you can't afford just to have these Sunday drivers, people that don't have any aim, people that don't have any direction, people that don't have any focus in your way. Not only in your way, but in your space. Sometimes we allow people around us that have no focus, have no drive, have no nothing to do, and that kind of activity breeds that kind of activity. So if you have people around you that don't have anything to do, don't have anything where to go, that kind of thing is gonna happen to you. Calvin, it's time. All right, buddy. 1 second, y'all. 1 second. 1 second. Sorry about that. Gotta get my son ready. Um, but you can't afford to have that in your life. So I wanted to also talk to you about this. No more casual connections. No more casual connections. These casual connections leave room for distraction. These casual connections leave room for just aimless, undirected energy that you could be using to do what you said you got to do because you got something to do. You could be using that time and effort and energy to go where you need to go. But instead, you have these casual connections. Everything in your life has to serve purpose in order for you to get where you're going. Because if not, that unused time, effort, energy, purpose is just going to be aimless. No hug, buddy? No hug? You good. I get it. But you can't afford to have no casual connections. Quit allowing people just to be in your life just to be there. They gotta serve purpose. So moving forward, you gotta have purpose connections only. If you don't serve a purpose, if you're not going in the same direction I'm going, if I'm not gaining, if I'm not benefiting, if you're not gaining, you're not benefiting from our connection. What are we in connection for? The the reason that you establish covenant or you connect with people is to eliminate weakness. I only come with you because I have something you need, you have something I need. And we eliminate weakness for one another. And so that allows purpose to be birthed out of the connection. But if we're just coming together and being together just to be together, that doesn't serve anything. And that's the problem we get with people just to be with them. but not serving any purpose. And we don't have that in mind when we're linking up. We don't have that in mind when we're first connecting. So it doesn't just mysteriously happen. Nothing's just gonna just mysteriously happen. No, you got to make up in your mind that I'm only purposely connecting with people, and the purpose has to be established before we connect, so that we don't get distracted in the middle of the connection and trying to put something together that ain't really there. Trying to give purpose to something that's not really there. You can't afford that. That doesn't benefit you any. It doesn't benefit you any. What that is you've allowed another Sunday driver, somebody that doesn't have a clear intentions, they don't have clear purpose, they don't have clear direction around you in your space, involved with you, and now you aren't able to do what you came to do. You're not able to go where you're supposed to go because of these casual connections. Only purposeful connections, only if it does not serve a purpose, let's not even entertain it. Let's not even entertain it, because me connecting with you and not serving a purpose, or this relationship having no purpose, no direction, no intention, it's just leading for distraction or confusion. Because guess what? Sooner or later, you're going to expect something out of it, right? You're going to expect something out of it. And sometimes those expectations can be flawed expectations, because you're the only one that knows about the expectation, right? And so if you're the only one that knows about the expectation, then that other person's not even concerned with that, right? And then you expect it, don't get it, and then you become unfulfilled. And so now you're disgruntled in a relationship or situation because it had no purpose, had no ability to give you anything, because you didn't start with purpose. And then when you, by the time you develop the purpose, or what you thought was the expectation for that connection, by the time you develop that, right, they're they're just content with it just being a connection. They're just content with it just being what? Casual. And so now you expecting to draw something from it, but you can't draw anything from it because it was casual. It had no meaning, it had no purpose. There is no such thing as casual anymore. It gotta have purpose. It gotta have purpose, and it has to be established from the get-go. And when you establish that, now I can hold accountability to it, because we established that this is the reason why we're connecting. This is the reason why we're doing this business venture. Huh? So I can hold you accountable. We agreed to this. But we get in so many connections and so many relationships that don't have any purpose and don't have it already established. And so by the time you get all the way in it, and you need to draw from it. You need to be able to draw from that well. There's nothing in it. There's nothing in the well. There's nothing in that well, because there was nothing in that well to begin with. And if you would have clearly assessed the situation, you would have seen that this well was empty. Don't just take it for granted that because it's a well, there's water. Just because it's a situation or a relationship, that there's profitability from it. Don't just take that for granted, because just because there is an existence of a well does not mean there's water. Sometimes the well runs dry. And here it is, you've connected. You went through all the energy of trying to lower the bucket down, only to get all in it and then try to bring something out of it, and it don't have anything. Don't profit you any. And so you put in the work, you put in the time, and you put in the effort, and then it didn't profit you any. And since you have this ego about letting things go, and about failing, and about not accomplishing things, you try to go back down. You try to put the bucket back down again, trying to get some out of it. And like we said the other day, it has already shown you what it's capable of. That situation, that connection has already showed you what it's capable of. It's a Sunday driver. It doesn't have any aim. It's not going anywhere. It's not trying to go anywhere. It's a Sunday driver. It's casual, right? It's already showed you that. So quit beating yourself up, and quit taking yourself through that, uh, 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 trying to get something out of that's not in there. But the only way we can escape, only way we can mitigate the loss of all these other casual connections that have not served us is moving forward with only having purposeful connection. I'm not linking up just to be, oh no, chill. If I want to chill, I can chill. Hmm? I'm purposely connecting. I'm making sure that my intentions are clear. I'm making sure that your intentions are clear. I'm making sure that our purpose and our expectations are clear so that when we're able to do it, when it's time for us to get something out of it, I can get out of it. Because I'm depositing time, effort, and energy. And I need to be able to withdraw the same thing. Only way I can do that is if it had purpose when it originated. Make sure that moving forward, it's only purposeful connections. I'm not linking up. I'm not getting together with you just because it's something to do. Because guess what? I already have something to do. I'm not linking up just because we're trying to. I already have somewhere to go. I got somewhere to be. I got something to do. I got somewhere to go. So I got to make sure I'm getting there. And that's because I put purpose. I do it on purpose. I ain't just casual with it. I do it on purpose. Every interaction, every connection, every relationship, I do it on purpose. And when that it becomes your motto, when that becomes the source of how things connect to you, you're gonna see more. You're gonna see more productivity. You're gonna see more because you have made a purposeful connection. It ain't casual no more. We got purpose. We're doing something on purpose. I hope this blessed you. If it did, share it with somebody else. Let somebody else know. Ain't no time for no more Sunday drivers. Let them know. Let them know. If you ain't trying to go nowhere, if you ain't got nothing to do, hey, enjoy yourself. But you ain't doing it over here because I got somewhere to go. I got something to do, and every connection from this point on has to serve a purpose. Only purposeful connections. Like I said, I hope it bless you. You enjoy your morning. Have the most amazing day. Get some things off that list. That to-do list needs to check some stuff off. Accomplish some stuff today. Don't procrastinate. Don't wait till tomorrow. Get it done today so that you can see tomorrow. Somebody said you got to go through today so that you can experience the good tomorrow. Well, get it done. Get that list done today. Like I said, share it with somebody, tag a friend, let somebody else know that it's no time for Sunday drivers. It's got to be purposeful connections only. Bless somebody else with this message. Y'all have a wonderful day. All right, y'all.